grill it, he will come.
Hey.
Is this heaven?
Nope. It's fairway.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. And that old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe it. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
Freedom Tire is proud to support the Iowa Girl through their sponsorship of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. With 6 locations around the metro, you're never far from getting you back or keeping you on the road. Our certified staff and state-of-the-art technology means you can take comfort knowing you've got the best work at the best prices. Give us a try at Freedom Tire, a proud supporter of the IGHSAU.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Well, good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the Extreme Arena in Coralville, Iowa, home of the Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau. I'm Rodney Tomlinson, and in just a moment, we'll have the matchup coming up between the Denver Cyclones and the Grundy Center Spartans, right here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Sitting in with me this afternoon, my partner, Austin Oliver. Welcome in, Austin.
Well, hello, how are you today, sir?
Glad to have you back once again. So we've got Denver coming in 48-1. Grundy Center coming in 36-9. What do you have on them?
Well, you know, Denver, lone loss on the year to Sumner Fredericksburg. They've come in with a bunch of momentum. They're going to be led by a pair of outside hitters, Bailey Moulahan and Adina Murch, both with 368 kills coming into the state tournament for Moulahan and over 250 for Murch. So it's going to be kind of a two-headed monster over there. There's going to be some other contributors there as well, but both of the offense is going to be coming through those two individuals. So jump over to the Grundy Center Spartans. They're going to bring in a middle hitter, 6'8". Ryan Bruckbaker is going to be a dominant force out there. Just something we don't see very often here in Iowa, but we're going to get an opportunity to see her perform on the court today. Going to be a big part of the offense there. We're going to have also Lauren Zajac, going to be the setter for the Spartans, coming in with about 604 assists into the state tournament. So it looks like they might be having another setter out there as well, but the bulk of the offense and the assists are going to run through her.
Yeah, you were talking about Brubaker there. Not going to be hard to find her in the middle of the net out there. 6'8". The press guide listed her as the tallest female athlete in the state of Iowa right now.
Yeah, it's very, very impressive. Calling out the records here, like we talked about the record for the Cyclones, but the record for the Spartans, it's got a couple losses on there, but if you look through who they lost to, we got Denver, we got Janesville, we got Waukee Northwest, we got Dike New Hartford, Pleasant Valley, all just a who's who of teams that are at the state tournament here, both at 5A, 4A, and 3A. So they've definitely put themselves up against good competition. should prepare them well for the state tournament today.
Well, talking about state tournament, we've got our road to the state tournament here up on the screen for you. So coming into this one here, Grundy Center defeated Beckman Catholic in the quarterfinals. They took them down 3-1, and it was Jenna Blythe, 17 kills, 7 digs, 2 service aces for Grundy Center. Taking a look at the other side, Denver coming in. Wapsie Valley was their victim in the quarterfinals, and Ella Deerer, 16 kills, 3 blocks, 2 service aces there for her. So that's how they got here.
Exactly. It's going to be a good matchup today for both of these teams. Got a lot of offense ready to go, and we'll see how it shakes out.
And well, with that, we're going to take our first break of the afternoon. So come on back. We've got more great action for you coming up on the Girls Union Network, sponsored by Mid-American Energy.
Hello, I'm Brent Johnson, a fifth-generation farmer from Calhoun County and president of the Iowa Farm Bureau.
And I'm Erin Gerlich, executive director of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We're excited to have you join us for the Girls State Volleyball Tournament.
As title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union, we're proud to support this fantastic event. At the Iowa Farm Bureau, we believe that strong farms and strong schools go hand in hand. Iowa farmers are some of the most productive individuals in our state, working endlessly to grow and raise nutritious food and sustain our communities. Student athletes are also incredibly productive, dedicating countless hours to train and excel in their sports. Partnering with the Girls Union allows us to celebrate both groups while supporting and empowering the Iowa girl.
Reaching the state tournament is no small feat, and it takes a strong support system. Thanks to the Iowa Farm Bureau, we're able to honor students for their outstanding achievements, both on the court and in the classroom. They are committed to your success, helping provide awards, grants, and scholarships to honor excellence in athletics and academics.
As Iowans, we have much to be proud of. Whether you're a student competing today or a fan cheering on your school, we all play a role in making our state shine. So from the Iowa Farm Bureau
and the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union,
congratulations on a fantastic season and best of luck in the tournament games.
You're watching the 2025 Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau, a sole title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Iowa Farm Bureau believes in the Iowa girl, cultivating individuals with great character, a strong work ethic, and exceptional leadership skills. By investing in Iowa's youth, we're investing in Iowa's future. Well, Austin, we were talking in the break about, we took that look at road to state, but you were commenting that Denver's kind of been on cruise control, not so much for Grundy Center.
Yeah, and just want to comment, and it could be a factor to today's game with a 3-0 lead or 3-0 win for Denver over Wapsie Valley. They had a pretty easy time in their path to this game today, but the opposite situation for Grundy Center. They were a couple points away from being knocked out of the tournament. And they lost the first 2 games and were in dire straits in that third game. Came back and won that third game, won the 4th game, and ended up pulling it out in a reverse sweep in that first game. So I think it was Dyersville Beckman is who they knocked out in that first game. So I want to see how Grundy Center comes back, are they going to be able to keep a high level of play, high level of energy with just a real nail biter that they just got completed with yesterday?
Well, and that was a term that swept through the arena yesterday, the reverse sweep.
Yeah.
And how that took place. And like you said, they were within a couple of points. How much energy did they leave on the floor? Can they bring some back today, or did they spend it all just getting to today? We've seen that before.
Yeah, and it's, you probably got sore muscles. You probably got, and just mentally, I think a five-setter like that, even the way that it worked out, is kind of draining for these girls as well. So I'll be really interested to see how the Spartans come out game number 1 here. Are they going to be ready to go, and how that energy is going to flow for them?
All right, folks, we're moments away from the start of our match. Let's send it down to our public address announcer for our pre-match announcements.
Good afternoon, volleyball fans, and welcome to Day 3 of the 2025 Girls State Volleyball Tournament. Today is Semifinal Wednesday, and this 2A semifinal matchup features the Grundy Center Spartans and the Denver Cyclones. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union promotes good sportsmanship by everyone here present today. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants, officials, and spectators in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or abusive comments, or intimidating actions directed at officials, participants, coaches, team representatives, or event personnel will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal. We thank you for your cooperation and invite you to just enjoy the game. All right, fans, it's now time to meet the players and coaches in today's 2A semifinal. First of all, here are the Grundy Center Spartans. Your non-starters: number 1, Trinity Jurovsky. Number 2, Kat Brown. Number 3, Lydia Hook. Number 5, Jordan Van Wetchel. Number 6, Veda Aldrich. Number 8, Grayson Lynch. Number 9, Camden Moore. And number 15, Aaron Richmeyer. Your assistant coach is Landry Luring. And now here's your starting lineup for the Spartans of Grundy Center. A 6'8" junior, number 7, Ryan Brubaker. 5'6" senior, number 10, Lauren Zajac. A 5'10" senior, number 12, Allison Koch. A 5'11" junior, number 14, Ava Munt. A 5'9" freshman, number 16, Charlie Kirkpatrick. And a 5'8" sophomore, number 18, Jenna Blythe. Your libero is a 5'8" junior, number 13, Raylan Steinmeier. Head coach for the Spartans, Lori Willis. And now let's meet the team from Denver. Here are the Cyclones. Your non-starters: number 2, Mackenzie Simmons. Number 3, Addie Brahman. Number 4, Jillian Clayton. Number 6, Briley Ackerson. Number 7, Molly Tierney. Number 8, Aubrey Rattler. Number 11, Lexi Benham. And number 15, Addie Gleason. Your assistant coaches, Paul Gable and Megan Newbro. Now here's your starting lineup for the Denver Cyclones. A 6' senior, number 1, Channing Johnson. A 5'8" senior, number 10, Madeline Hildebrandt. 5'11" senior, number 12, Bailey Molahan. Number 5'8", sophomore, number 14, Adina Murch. A 5'11" senior, number 17, Grace Molahan. And a 6'1" senior, number 18, Miley Thurm. Head coach for the Cyclones is Jamie Johnson. I forgot the libero. 5'7" junior, number 5, Mackenzie McEwen. Now let me introduce to you our officials for today's 2A semifinal as assigned by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Your first referee, Jim Doyle. Second referee, Kyle Steffens. Your line judges, Samantha Stone and Jay Grassley. All right, who's ready for state tournament volleyball?
Hy-Vee is a proud sponsor of the IGHSAU. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Austin, we're just about ready to get this one underway.
Yeah, I was just looking at some of the lineups, the statistics too. I think we should have just talked about Channing Johnson as well. A gaudy number of assists on the season, 1,050 assists coming into the state tournament, and I'm sure that number has definitely grown from that first round, 3-set game that they had. But just a big number. Of the games I've called, I think this is my 8th game of the week here. It's by far the biggest number that anybody's put up. So really looking forward to seeing what Johnson can do setting-wise for the Cyclones as well.
Well, and they come in obviously carrying the number 1 top seed, so there's a reason for that. Even though you got the 6'8" Brubaker on the other side of the net, number 1, it's going to be on the left side as far as the ranking goes.
And I did talk to Coach Johnson before the match today, and they have met each other just twice, and it was at the same tournament on the same weekend. And it was a double win by obviously by Denver. But I think it was the first part of the day, and then it may have been in the championships of the same exact tournament, exactly the same day, just a 2-game match that they played, but both were won by Denver. So they do have a bit of experience against each other, but it was all contained within one day.
Yeah,
so,
those 2-set games, and I think that was early September, if I remember correctly. It was around the 13th or something like that.
December 13th is exactly right.
All right, well, here we go. Ball in hand, we are underway from the Extreme Arena.
Brubaker takes that first one. Nice little shoot set from her setter, and she's able to pound that one down. Kill number 1 for Brubaker.
Lauren Zajac now will head back to serve. She leads the team in aces. Oh, yep. Thought I had it crossed up. That's where we are. Going to go left side off the block, up. Over Brubaker, tip at the net. And it comes back, but it is out of play. So Denver has it back, but not in this part where they're supposed to.
Yeah, nice little, it was a tight set and a nice job by the hitter of just pushing it right off the edge of the block and sending it out of bounds.
Zajac goes line, and there you have it. That is your first Channel Seeds ace of the match.
This is fairly typical for most of the starts of most of these state matches. Everyone's got a little bit of nerves, a little bit of stress. So it usually rears its head in the serve receive. So it's not surprising. It'll be a few plays here and everybody will get settled down in that serve receive. And that'll get the Cyclones settled down there as they run the quick to the middle. And number 18, Thurm puts that one away.
I think Miley Thurm took a chunk out of the floor with that one. Straight down it went, so Hildebrandt now serves, and she's a little too pumped up as that goes. And you talk about seeing it early. You see that a lot early, too. The first time in the serve, a little too much.
Serve receive and service errors are going to kind of be the thing here for the first couple points.
That one right into the middle, played. Nice job getting the bump set back into play. Free ball coming here. Oh, they'll try in 2. No dice, says Denver. Outside smash and down, Adina Murch. Murch, number 2 on the team in kills, will get one started there. So Lexi Benham now, number 11, comes in to serve. 96.6 serve efficiency.
That's probably why she's there serving, for sure.
Grundy Center just sends it over. Here's a great opportunity coming. Cyclones up, left side pin, big hammer off the block. That is Bailey Mullahan, number 12. And that is your kill leader.
Yeah, Spartans tried to get a block over there, but the middle was just a little bit late to get it sealed up, and it kind of pinballs off of the 2 blockers' arms.
So Benham starts it off again. Nice angle that time. Denver is there. Big block at the net. Guess who? Coming over into the middle. Picked up, and there she is, number 7, Brubaker.
Actually, it's going to be a net violation on the swing through, on the follow through.
Okay. Well, when you're 6'8", you got to stop the follow through.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it might have been the ball initially, and I think that's what she's thinking too, but the down ref called it almost immediately.
Well, Benham will get another chance then. She'll take a swing at that one. Dumped over in 2. Libero is there and ready. Libero to Libero. McEwen hits that one up. On the other side, that is Mullahan. Brubaker picks it up. Send over. Cyclones going left pin to Mullahan. Up off the double block. Oh, and Brubaker tried to left-hand sweep it and came up short.
Tried to take it over on his second ball. Just falls a little bit short. Catches the top of the net and it falls down.
Well, you got the Cyclones on a little run here. It's 5-4 now. There's the perfect dump in the donut. Number 10, Zajac.
Zajac got pulled off the net a little bit on that pass and kind of took herself out of the opportunities for the offense and decided to call her own number.
So Steinmeier, the libero for Grundy Center. And right now, no answer for that left side. Bailey Mullahan strikes again.
I do have a set of twins out there, so you at home maybe get a little confused about who's out there, but we got number 12, Bailey, and number 17, Grace, are going to be twin sisters. One will play middle, one will play outside, so if you blink twice and see somebody twice, it's for good reason.
We'll try to keep them in the right spot with the right number. Oh, a nice angle change right off the top of the net. Helped her on that one. Charlie Kirkpatrick, a 5'9" freshman.
I think it actually popped out of bounds.
Oh, I thought she had it in. Yeah, I thought I saw it hit in.
Caught a little bit too much tape and ended up trailing out of bounds.
Well, I thought the tape helped her and it carried it too far. She'll try again. And there it is, dumped to the back this time. That is Channing Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson, a good height for a setter at 6 foot. That's going to be probably the reason that she's going to be playing next level. I'm going to look and see where she's playing at here. I know it's listed here, but Johnson definitely got some good height for that setting position.
And there's another one for the Cyclones. Wayne State, I believe, is where she's headed to.
Yep, I knew I'd read it, but I wasn't positive. That'll lead to a timeout there for the Spartans.
So we're going to have a first timeout down on the floor. How about we take it with them? Come on back. You're on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You're back at the Extreme Arena, Coralville, Iowa. Welcome back. You're on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. I'm Rodney Tomlinson. Austin Oliver sitting in alongside with all the facts and fun stuff. And correcting me when I look away too quickly.
No, you're fine. You're fine. We're up here pretty high, so sometimes it's hard to see, especially with our angle that we have right here of whether they're in and out.
Hildebrandt has served it. And that one is down. So point on the ace. And that's another Channel Seed ace, the second one for the Cyclones. 10-5 here as we approach the halfway spot of set number one. Dumped right in the middle. How about it? She's going to deal two in a row. Channel Seed, proud sponsor of our aces today. Your local seed dealer can be found at channelseed.com. Well, can she find three of a kind? Not just yet. Left side swing there, off the block and down. And it is Kirkpatrick that'll put an end to the run.
Yeah, Kirkpatrick saw the block early and was able to just push it right through the middle of that block with some little bit of heat.
11-6 your score. Cyclones on top. Nice net skimmer there on the serve and overpass and waiting for it at the net, Ava Munt. Brown is serving. Another nice hard serve. Left side, big swing again. See if they'll reset her again. They do. Right hand angle, and yes! Oh, that is a Picasso shot as she paints the line on the far side. Number 12, Bailey Mullahan.
Yeah, it was a nice action. Her sister was also in the front row in the middle. She ran the action for the slide, pulled that middle blocker to her side, and got a one-on-one for her sister on the outside. She put that ball away.
Johnson served that one up. We're going to go right back to Mullahan, and she's got another one. That's back-to-back kills. Bailey Mullahan, the 5'11 senior for Denver. Trying for the angle was Javarski and tried a little too severe. Into the net. And the Cyclones roll on, 14-7. They've doubled up the Spartans here so far. Short, quick set, middle. Cyclones not surprised. They'll load the right side this time. Spartans have it back off the net. Tried to angle it in, but just too far that direction.
Yeah, the serve receive and it'll be a timeout. Serve receive and passing in general is kind of hurting the Spartans right now. The coach wants to talk it up.
A little bit nervous so far. We'll see if they can work it out in the huddle. We'll come back here and work it out after that. You are on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Well, we talked about at the beginning, those starting nerves, the butterflies. I think one side definitely seeing more than the other with Grundy Center right now.
Yeah, kind of sticking around for the Spartans right now. It's going to be something that they're going to try to get cleaned up here, get a good pass up to their setters so they can get an opportunity for their outside hitters and middles to be able to swing on a ball.
Well, here's their first chance coming. They've got to play that one from back. At the net there, that'll fix a problem or two. Into the no-fly zone, and Munt hammers it home.
Now Munt gets her second kill of the match. Both of them have been on overpasses. She's been able to terminate those pretty quickly.
Charlie Kirkpatrick now, the freshman. Quick set middle, and that's going to work. And there's your other Mullahan. That one's Grace.
Now, both of these teams are out of the NICL, North Iowa Cedar League. They're in different pods, is how it was explained to me. So they're not they don't play each other individually as a conference. But that was a powerful conference that sent a lot of teams to the state tournament this year.
It is a conference I've been mentioning a lot as we're seeing where folks are from down here. So indeed it is. And that one a little too much on it, the serve from Ackerson. So we're going to go side out and back to the Spartans. Stepping behind the line, that's Camden Moore. She'll send it right into the middle. Mishandled, but dug up nicely. Oh, she finds the line far side. Dina Murch. And that would not handle the most clean on the serve receive there, but Denver able to pull it out.
When you got talented hitters, it's just a matter of getting them a ball that they can swing at, and they can put those away as well.
Nice scramble there from the Spartans. Back set, slide, left an opening. Great recovery, and we're going to get a whistle to stop it on the lift. A little too much contact for a little too long.
Yeah, just stuck on her hand there. She was trying to push that ball back over. If it's going to be a movement like that, it's got to be on those fingertips and very, very quick and kind of jabby is what you need to do.
Mackenzie McEwen, the libero, had that serve and sees it come scorching back to her. Jenna Blythe, number 18. Lauren Zajac, number 10, will serve this one for the Spartans. 18-16, 2-point contest here. Well, that'll take care of that, make it 3 points as Miley Thurm drives it home.
Yeah, Thurm with her second kill. Both of them have been just burners that have put a dent in the hole right about the 10-foot line there. Nice job out of her so far.
Hildebrandt back to the service line again. And a one and done there for her, so Jenna Blythe now, the sophomore. And that is an ace for Blythe and aces. Today's match brought to you by Channel Seeds, your local seed dealer. Visit channelseed.com. So she'll reload, try again. Denver's up, but ball is down. Murch with it.
Yeah, Murch, nice swing. Just a one-on-one on the outside, able to go not really down the line, but towards that direction. Had a little bit of a softer angle on down the line, but nobody even in the area for Grundy Center. Puts that one away.
So Lexi Benham now back to serve again. Just a little too much on that one.
I think that's a second service ace in a row for the Cyclones.
So Steinmeier will serve it up for the Spartans, the libero. Into the middle, here come the Cyclones on the attack. A scramble, just had to send it over. Free ball, great opportunity, middle, and off the block it goes. That's number 14, Ava Munt.
It's an area that they've had some success in. I'd love to see them set a little bit more to the middle. They've got Munt and Brubaker there that are both going to be people that can terminate that ball when it gets there. And she hit the standard on the side, I believe, so it'll be a point to the Spartans.
Well, she's been on favor. That was Bailey Mullahan, and she has been hot from that spot, but not that time. And the net sends it back to the Spartans, so side out coming. And we're headed back to the Cyclones to serve. It's Miley Thurm with it. And you talked about Coach Johnson. She found me beforehand. I was checking names, and she wanted to make sure we said Thurm's name correctly today. Apparently there was an issue with that, so we want to make sure we got it.
Yeah.
Our apologies, and it's Miley Thurm with that one.
She just got an ace on that first serve there.
Well, there you go. You just got to say it right.
Exactly.
Look what she can do. And brought to you by Channel Seeds, the ace from Thurm. So she'll try again. Overpass and into the back corner. And that was almost in slow motion.
Yeah, Mullahan reared back there and got a little bit too much of the top of the ball, but positioning-wise in the court was a perfect position with nobody being able to be there to defend it.
Usually on that overpass, you see a line shot coming back, and that was just kind of a ho-hum.
And another one there. The Spartans get it this time.
Free ball coming. Gonna go. Mullahan again, this time dug up nicely. Steinmeier has it. Back over we go again. Middle this time. Diving attempt. And I believe that was the other Mullahan indeed, number 17, Grace Mullahan.
Yeah, Grace had seen the block there. It was a single block and went around that block, put it right on the line on the far side.
Hildebrandt. Thurm's head back there, sorry. And unable to get an arm on that one, at least enough of one, and it finds its way. And there's a side out the Spartans were in desperate need of.
Yeah, Munt with her fourth kill of the match there. 2 on overpasses, and that's her second one, getting out of the middle.
Well, it is set point already for the Cyclones, 24-16. So Spartans need a big run here to keep this one alive. And there's going to be a quick finish to it. Channing Johnson says, no, that's okay. Let's just go to the locker room and take a break.
Yeah, a beautiful play by her. Took it over on the second ball for the finality of game number 1.
All right, there you have it. It was 1-2 the Cyclones, and they're going to head to the locker rooms. We'll head to a break. We'll be back here with you. More action coming on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Whether you volunteer or hang with friends, play pickleball, read or follow trends. No matter what your retirement style, you deserve healthy eyes and a healthy smile. Some Medicare plans don't cover vision or dental. With Delta Dental, you can save on what's essential. Get coverage and take care of your health. It's peace of mind, so treat yourself. It's more affordable than you might think. Give us a call or visit this link.
Nothing matters more than our community and our patients.
So when flu season's here, I love that I get to help protect them.
When you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, you can earn a 20-cent fuel saver.
Scheduling your flu shot appointment is quick and convenient.
Because you can just walk up when you're shopping or schedule an appointment, whichever works for you.
Allowing you to pick a time that's best for you and your family.
Keeping families and communities healthy feels good. Visit your Hy-Vee pharmacy, get your flu shot, and earn a 20-cent fuel saver today.
Excelling in athletics takes teamwork, dedication, and a commitment to excellence. These are the same qualities that help our pig farmers and our communities thrive. The Iowa Pork Producers Association is proud to support statewide high school athletics and the student athletes who make us all proud. Visit iowapork.org/WeCare to meet the people behind the pork and hear about our winning approach to caring for our pigs, the environment, and our communities.
This is the Iowa State Girls Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy Company. My name's Rodney Tomlinson. Austin Oliver sitting in today. And we were chatting during the break, Austin. Not one, but two number one seeds went down right before us.
Yeah, I've got Clear Creek Amana making an exit from the state tournament. They got taken out by North Scott in a 5-setter. Just the game right before this, so it was Western Christian up against Humboldt, and that was another 5-setter that went right down to the wire, as well as Humboldt knocks off number one Western Christian as well. So that was kind of the reason why we got started a little bit late here. Got about an hour late start on this match here tonight. Jump over here to the other 2A match that's going on right now. Other 3A, is that 2A, 3A? The other 2A match, yes. We got Dyke New Hartford and Hinton playing each other. Hinton's taking a 2-0 lead as they head into game number 3 over Dyke New Hartford. So the winner of that one will be taking on the winner of our court with Grundy Center in Denver. Just finishing up with our first game here today.
Yeah, I was going to mention if they tuned in looking for this one at 4 o'clock, and we got started closer to 5 o'clock.
Yeah, and you might have got to see a good game as well. Yeah. So the ending of that game against Humboldt was very, very good.
We had a couple of good 5-setters ahead of us, which was great. Unless you're trying to stay on time, then not so much. But we're here, we're rolling along, and Bailey Mullahan going to start it right where she left off.
Very similar to the start that the Cyclones had in game number 1 as they take the 1-0 lead right away here in game number 2.
Number 7 coming in, Molly Tyranny to serve for Denver. Drives it back. Too close to the net to play. They weren't able to get it back. And a great attempt. Jenna Blythe tried to pull it out but couldn't get there. Just not enough room to operate. So it'll be Tyranny again. This time better chance. Set in the middle. Man, that is hard to defend. Ryan Brubaker.
Yeah, Brubaker slid a little bit more to the outside and hit that 31. It's a little bit of a tempo set, a little bit different than that quick they run into the middle. She split those two blockers and had a nice job of being able to kind of swipe at that one into an open spot.
Zajac serves it over. Denver sends it into the net. Hildebrandt got a swing, but right into the net. So that is going to be the first point of this match. Oh, correction, make that the second point of the match for Grundy Center. Tied at 2. Big shot off the block, right back to the Cyclones. They'll reload, set again. It's Murch. Second time's the charm that time.
Yeah, first time she had swung, hit into the block, able to recycle that one is how they call that one. So they recycle the play and they send it back out to her. She had a good look at the block the first time, was able to go right around it on the second.
Lexi Benham with the serve for the Cyclones, and That one snuck right down in between a couple of players along the edge, and it was Blythe with the kill.
Yeah, good motion by Brubaker in the middle, drew that middle blocker. So it was a one-on-one on the outside, able to put that one away, waited for the set to go right past the block.
Blythe serves it to get it started, and there is an up and down, another big swing, Bailey Mullahan.
Yeah, very similar to the play we just saw from Grundy Center. The Cyclones say, if you can do it, we can do it as well. And she waited for that set to get past that block as well and just took it right down the line with some authority.
Indeed. McEwen now, the libero with the serve. Quick set, middle. Brubaker. Brubaker flings that one back. There's a touch that's over. Cyclones reset, back set, swing. Great dig back there. Steinmeier has it. We'll go back over. Mullahan again. Kept off the deck another time. And now the swing comes from the left side, and it's number 16, Charlie Kirkpatrick.
Yeah, some of the viewers at home might have had a question about that. One of the DSs from the back row stepped up to set that ball in front of the 10-foot line. The libero cannot do that, set the ball over her hands in front of the 10-foot line, but the DS, the defensive specialist, has that ability to be able to step in front of that 10-foot line and still be able to set that ball.
Channing Johnson saw a big opening and said, no need to wait for three, I'll just take care of it now. And for the effort, she's going to go back and serve now. 6-foot senior. Not so successful on the 2 and over there for the Spartans. Just past the inline. She thought she had it. She looked again. That was Kirkpatrick, but the official says no. Johnson to serve. We're 6-4 Cyclones. Coming near side. Kirkpatrick. Look out! Flying down the middle. Houston, we have takeoff. Bailey Mullahan again.
Yeah, Mullahan in the middle ran what's called a tandem, which is they coincide each of their attacks. They ran the quick with the middle, followed it up with an outside right behind her, and they're able to send it to that second attacker. Just really screws up the blocking scheme and the defensive alignment for the Grundy Center.
And it worked beautifully. This one goes on. We're going to go right side this time, and too far missed on that one. I believe that was Hildebrandt, so side out coming here. It looks like we have an IMT insurance substitution. Brown checking in to serve. Well, I guess you can see she didn't get that one over, but why she's the kill leader, they just continue to feed her over there. That's Bailey Mullahan.
I think they actually got a block on that one, so I think Munt got a good block on that one, and it landed in bounds there, so a point for Grundy Center.
Pinball right back over to the Trojans, so they'll reload try from the right side. Cyclones keep it up and play. Going this side again, Kirkpatrick. Over to McEwen at the net. Pinballs around and just can't handle that one.
The end system play by the Spartans is much better here in game number 2. Obviously, you can see by the score it's a little bit closer. Still a 2-point lead for the Cyclones, but I think Coach Willis definitely can see some positive things happening for their offense right here in game number 2.
And that was Grace Mullahan that put that one down for Denver. And she'll make them back to back as she looks to the left and sees the big opening in the back corner. Briley Ackerson is with the serve for the Cyclones. We're 9-6, much closer than we were first time around.
But this is a spot that the Spartans need to kind of stop the bleeding here and get back into this game.
They've been in this one the whole way, so yes, they definitely don't want to see it slide much farther on them here. Block is there right in the middle. Reload, try again, try the left side, off the top this time. Here comes Denver, back set. This time number 14 is lurking over there, Adina Murch.
Yeah, Merch has just done a nice job of identifying where that block is being set up and being able to cut it around there. Right now they're blocking a little bit more line than that heavy angle, and she's going heavy angle and putting it away a couple times that she's done that.
Nice serve back deep. Through the block and side out coming. Trinity Javarski gets it through the arms of the net.
Yeah, ran that slide tempo on the outside, taking that middle out to the opposite position. First time they've ran that tonight, and it was effective. Scores of points.
Kirkpatrick with the serve. Oh, there is a boomerang right back to the Cyclones. And I believe that was Munt again.
Yeah, Munt with at least their second block of the match.
And followed up by a little too much oomph on that one from Kirkpatrick. So she'll give it back to the Cyclones. It's 11-8 Denver here on top by a few. Aubrey Rattler, our IMT insurance substitution. Be worry-free with IMT. Munch, and Munch has got it that time. Not quite as much power, but got it off the hands and down.
Yeah, she's been going heavy angle pretty much the last couple shots. This one, she went off the right part of the block, and it sent it out of bounds, much to the chagrin of the Spartans.
There's one in the middle for the Spartans, as they'll get the side out back once again. And it was Abby Brahman with the serve, so I'll correct myself there. Now she checks out on the IMT insurance substitution. And we've got number 9, Camden Moore, to serve for the Spartans. Into the middle, picked up Munch. Down the line. Timing issues, but 6'8" will help that. So a better chance coming here for the Spartans, and that looks much better. Kirkpatrick. And that was all out of timing there in the middle, but the 6'8" from Brubaker saved it.
Yeah, I think that was Blythe actually on that outside. That 18 is kind of hard to see there. But once again, let that set go past the block and put it away.
And that one out on the side. All right, we'll make sure we get the credit right. Blythe with that one. And we're going to go right back to the Cyclones. It's 13-10, so Spartans definitely hanging around in this one much better. They have found something. Like you said, coach has got to be happy. The adjustments that were made. You cannot give her that kind of a look. She tried to touch it over. They just set it back to her, and Brubaker said, all right, I'll put a little more something on it.
Yeah, went from one side to the other and was able to get the termination the other way.
Zajac now, your ace leader for the Spartans. We'll see if she can add to that. 13-11, only 2 points separating. Cyclones on top. They continue to go to that left side for them. Back to it again. Big shot.
Oh, that was in.
There's you talk about our angle. That sure looked in.
Yeah, looked in from up here, but the line judge on that side was emphatic that it was out. She went immediately to the flag up.
Emphatic and immediate. I was just going to say there was no hesitation.
No.
As an official, the closer the call, the louder and quicker you have to make it.
Yep. That's an ace.
And we follow that up with an ace. So a little salt in the wound if you are a Spartan fan on that. So we've got a timeout on the floor. Gives you a chance to raid the fridge. Come on back. You're on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
This is the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-America Energy. You're looking inside the Extreme Arena, Coralville, Iowa. It is Semifinal Wednesday here as we wind it down toward the big dances tomorrow, as all the classes will play for a title tomorrow. Right now, we are 15-11 in this one. Denver on top of Grundy Center. Denver continues to serve. Brubaker, just a big swipe at that one that never got it headed down.
Got a touch there.
Oh, got the touch though.
They
Well,
did
that
call it
worked.
Touch, yeah.
Maybe that's why it never got down.
That's probably why.
Well, here we go. Serve coming now. Grundy Center. Joust at the net. Back and forth. And there again. That is Ryan Brubaker. Just sends that one down to the floor. Here's the run that the Spartans needed. 15-13 now. Out to get that one, send it back in, but a free ball coming here for the Spartans. Opportunity. They go to Brubaker, and she dishes out the free facial.
Yeah, I think that might have been going long, but she got on it so quickly, the defense wasn't even able to get out of the way or get in a position to be able to defend it, and got the touch, and it sailed back into the stands.
McEwen couldn't move out of the way quick enough. She sure would have liked to, but the Cyclones will fire back here as they get it down in front of Zajac. So it's going to be the libero, Mackenzie McEwen, who we just talked about. She will have this serve. 16-14, still in that 2-point area. Denver hanging on. Brubaker trying to change it. Cyclones had the answer for that shot. Tapped over. Here comes an opportunity for the Cyclones. And they'll throw the change up where the fastball has been. Brubaker. Nice, easy tap. And back and forth we go. Kirkpatrick now sends it to the back corner. No. Molahan off the block, and we play on. Clear across left side. Kirkpatrick, the point that would not end. To the back corner they go. Quick set middle. Brubaker. No, says McEwen. Off Brubaker and down. Well, they get one. That's almost like two.
Yeah, a little swipe at it from the middle. Brubaker was trying to get enough of that ball to send it back over. Was not able to do so.
So McEwen still serving. Goes toward the back opposite corner and has it for an ace. Aces in today's match once again brought to you by Channel Seeds. Your local seed dealer. Visit channelseed.com.
This is the danger zone for the Spartans here. They're down by 4 here. They need to get the bleeding to stop here, and they get a gift from the Cyclones and a service error. Let's see what they can do with this, see get them back in the game.
They say thank you very much. We are more than happy to take that. So Raylan Steinmeier, the libero for the Spartans. Dying shot into the middle. Quick set. And yes, she did. She got the line. It is good.
Yeah, nice job by the setter. Was able to deal with a not so good pass, but it just shifted that quick set that they ran a little bit closer to the outside, and they're still able to finish that one up. And it'll be a back row attack there. So the setter was in the back row, tried to set that ball over, or set that ball back, and it ended up going over, so a back row attack.
Well, that's going to take us to another timeout on the floor. You're watching the Girls State Volleyball Tournament on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back, here with you on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Rodney Tomlinson, Austin Oliver. Semifinals going on.
Yeah, Hinton over on court number 2 is up 2-0, and but they are behind in set number 3, 21-16 over Dyke New Hartford. So we'll see how that one works out.
Well, our match has Denver up 20-15. Well, it's going to be 20-16 now as the Grundy Center Spartans put that one on the board. And we were talking that they don't want to see that gap grow much more than that 4, especially with 20 points on the other side for Denver.
Yeah, going to run out of side outs here and the end part of the game, so they're going to need to make their run right now if they want to get back into this game.
Line shot on the serve. Quick set off the block, and that's going to work. That was number 17. That's your middle, Grace Mullahan. Half the Mullahan attack.
Yeah, both of them are sitting at 7 kills each.
You don't suppose there's any rivalry there, do you?
No, I don't think so.
Ackerson. A little too tight and far out on the set. That works the advantage of the Cyclones. Adina Murch all alone over there on the left side.
Yeah, Spartans had to send a free ball over, and Murch saw the free ball come over. It's like, I think I could swing on this one, and she did so. Caught the defense of the Spartans completely off guard and put that one away.
Steinmeier going down to keep it off the deck. Great dig there. And here comes the chance. Right side, that's a little different, but Trojans able to play, or Spartans able to play it. There's the tap. Set up nicely. Kirkpatrick. Here come the Cyclones again. A big swipe toward the back that time. Quick set middle and hit it on that. The set was there. The timing just didn't work for Munt.
Yeah, I like the idea that Munt had. She was taking it back kind of against where her body was moving. The opportunity was there, but just wasn't able to execute the ball and get it over.
Well, 23-16, that danger zone that we talked about just got a little worse as that one went down. So you've got set point here for Denver, already up 1-0. 24-16. Well, that'll help them get the first one. They need several of those, though. Charlie Kirkpatrick will try to keep things rolling here for the Spartans. They need 7 in a row. Well, much like the first time, Denver says, no, we're not going to talk 7. We'll just take care of this right now. And it was Murch that did it. So they'll head off the court. It is 2-0 for your top-seeded Denver Cyclones. Come on back. Set number 3 is coming to you on the Girls Union Network. We are powered by Mid-American Energy.
Ladies, the bake sale's about to start. Are you ready?
We've got this.
Okay.
Oh, guys, he's here.
Quick start delivery for Janet.
Bring it here.
Let's get this bake sale going. Yeah. Come on. Best bake sale ever.
Oh, yeah. Let's dig in.
SWIC is a community. Southwestern Community College is a place in rural southwest Iowa where students from across the world come to be a part of a tight-knit family, Spartan Nation, where they study, train, grow, thrive, and are called by name, not by number. At SWIC, we are one.
Nothing matters more than our community and our patients.
So when flu season's here, I love that I get to help protect them.
When you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, you can earn a 20-cent fuel saver.
Scheduling your flu shot appointment is quick and convenient.
Because you can just walk up when you're shopping or schedule an appointment, whichever works for you.
Allowing you to pick a time that's best for you and your family.
Keeping families and communities healthy feels good. Visit your Hy-Vee pharmacy, get your flu shot, and earn a 20-cent fuel saver today.
Fans, you're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. I'm Rodney Tomlinson. He is Austin Oliver. We are happy to be here with you in Coralville at the Extreme Arena for the semifinals.
Yeah, just going to kind of give you a rundown of some of the other action that we've had today. We've got 3 finals that are already set. In 5A, Milwaukee Northwest took a 3-0 sweep of Ankeny, so they'll be one of the finalists. The other finalist is Centennial. They took on Valley today, 3-0 in that game as well. As both of those will be set, it'll be Northwest and Centennial in the 5A finals. We go over to 4A. That saw Clear Creek Amanda get knocked off. We talked about that a little bit earlier. They got knocked off by North Scott in a 5-setter, 3-2. And then Sioux Center knocked out Pella in a 3-0 sweep. So it'll be North Scott and Sioux Center in the 4A finals. And then down to 3A, we've got Western Christian. We talked about that earlier as well. Was knocked off by Humboldt in 5 sets. And then Davenport Assumption took out Carroll Kempler 4-1. So it'll be Humboldt and Assumption in the finals there for 3A.
That was the Battle of the Knights. I had my money on the Knights for that game.
You're not wrong.
Figured
right?
I couldn't lose on that
Yeah,
one.
you're not
right?
wrong.
Well,
I don't know if they let you place that bet, but you can try.
They weren't taking it here at the arena.
No.
All right, here we go. 2-0 Denver as we start the third. Brubaker lurking there over the top, and that's just too easy for her. She'll get it started for the Spartans. You know, as an announcer, I always hated those games. Knights taking on the Knights.
Yeah.
Wide of the mark. The flag is up saying it didn't make it, so.
And if Coach Willis ordered up a start to game number 3, this is it. Early 2-0 lead for the Spartans.
Exactly what they had to talk about. Get out early and stay there. Well, we'll see if Denver can work the side out here, and indeed they do. Madeline Hildebrandt gets it for them. And after the shot, she'll go back and serve. Nice hard shot toward the back, played. Brubaker just a tip in the middle. Set was a little off, so they'll try again.
Whoa.
She got all of that one.
Yeah, Zajac set that one up to Brubaker beautifully. She rises up on that one and just swats that to the left side. Gets the kill.
Well, as a setter, I mean, she's had all season, I know, to adjust, but that's got to be a little different setting to a 6-8.
Oh, absolutely.
That one's going to go across court, find its way inside the line.
Yeah, as a setter, you're usually, especially on those quicks, you're usually trying to get that ball up to their apex of their jump so that they're swinging up at the top of it. So the apex of the jump from Brubaker over to the other middle, which is Munt, is definitely going to be very, very different. So it's an adjustment for that setter for sure.
Definitely. Well, there's one that is rejected, but it comes back out of play. So it's another point for the Spartans as their libero Steinmeier, 5'8" junior. Behind the service line, she'll play that one up for him. Set, middle, that was Munt in the middle. Mullahan outside, dumped over quickly. Spartans ready. They go to the right pin. No, right in the middle. Oh, and there's the block. Said, bring it on in the middle. We got you covered. That was a block party. Ava Munt there, help from Kirkpatrick.
Yeah, that was a block that they did not get in game number 1, especially when Thurm had kind of a field day in the middle there with swinging away and be able to hit some really strong shots. So great job out of them.
Back set corner tap. Pancake save. She snuck a hand under it. Cross up again. What a great scramble here for Denver. Dumped in 2. Nope, answer is still there. Here comes a great free opportunity all the way across. And it is number 16, Charlie Kirkpatrick.
Yeah, nice to see a freshman out there, 5'9" outside hitter, being able to contribute. Just reared back on that free ball, was able to put that ball away, split the block and the defense.
And she has had a lot of action over there on her side. Quick dump in 2, and that's the second time Channing Johnson, I believe, pulled that one out. Not quite in the same spot, but she saw the opening and directed it there. So Thurm to serve. Had an ace last time back there. There's a over in 2 poke, but played up. Here come the Cyclones. Quick set out of reach, and the set was just off there. Missed it. The timing wasn't there.
Well, and Ava Munt has made some adjustments. I mean, that's what maybe some of the things that the Spartans talked about in between games was just making some adjustments on how that block is being attacked. They've been in the right spot a couple different times here for that set, especially in the middle.
Well, there's Old Reliable back to that left side, and Mullahan.
They're going to have to do some more adjusting on that block, I think. So
she said, sis, I can't let you catch me. I got to add a couple more. Johnson to serve. And Johnson finds the deck, and it is an ace for her. And ace is brought to you by Channel Seeds.
Now, the Spartans got a lead. They need to stop this one right here. They need to get a good side out, so get your best play. Starts off with a good pass. And that's not their best play, so they'll try to regroup.
Choice. No regrouping here as Bailey Mullahan again. And man, she unleashed on that one. Johnson serving. 7-6, Spartans clinging to the 1-point advantage. Pounded off the net, over and 2. Nice job running it down. There's Steinmeier bringing it back. Kirkmeyer, the bump over. All the way back over. Mullahan into the block that time. And net sent it back to her. They got called for 4 hits.
Yep, didn't get over the net, didn't get blocked. It was blocked by the net.
Net had on the colors of the Spartans. So 8-6, Spartans by 2. It's 2-0 Denver, and that's a miss hit.
Wow.
My goodness, that's the highest ball I've seen.
That ball has ice on it.
Up through the clouds, and hey, go with whatever works. My goodness, they able to handle that ice ball. The Spartans. Kirkpatrick with the serve. Mullahan just has to send it, so great opportunity. They were looking middle, timing was off. So that timing's not off when you block it right back into them like that. Ava Munt.
Yeah, the block's been a big part of game number 3, and that'll lead to a timeout for the Cyclones.
They need to try to slow things down a little bit. Come on back with us here. You're on the Girls Union Network. We're powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Welcome back inside Extreme Arena, Coralville, Iowa. You're on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Well, Austin, this script has been flipped. It's the Cyclones trailing and took the timeout.
Yeah, I think Coach Willis has maybe coached up a little bit, got that block maybe in the right spot for a couple of these players. The middle hits that the Cyclones have kind of feasted on to the Spartans have kind of dried up a little bit with a good block at a good position. And Coach Johnson calls that timeout and leads to the service error. So good job on her part to ice that server.
Just how the timeout's supposed to work, right?
Exactly.
You get that back. And you mentioned Coach Johnson. She hit the 250 win mark, went past that this year. I'd like to add another one to it right here today.
I'm sure. Probably I'd like to add 1 or 2 more.
I was going to say 2 more, actually, if you want to be right. Yeah. Got to get this one, though, first. And worry about tomorrow. Nice back set. Nice tip. That's something we haven't seen out of them.
Yeah, Jurovsky saw what was going on right there and was able to just pop it right over that one-on-one block that was there. And the defense did move forward, but this did not move forward quick enough, and it was able to hit the floor.
IMT substitution is Camden Moore behind the service line. Down the line she'll go. Stuck on that side, just like automatic, they go that way, but this time it's Adina Murch. So Murch and Mullahan making a living over there.
Trying to look at the kill numbers. Murch at 11.
McEwen to serve. Well, that'll make you feel better in a hurry. Brubaker sends it to the floor.
And that's exactly what Coach Willis is looking for. If they do get a side out, they want a side out right back so they can keep that lead. Sticking at 4, it's stuck at 4 for probably about the last 4 or 5 minutes here, and they've been trading points.
McEwen plays it up, back to that spot again. Great reaction play, but waiting for it at the net. I don't know if the net kept it or it was number 14, Murch, but either way, it didn't make it over.
Yeah, I think Koch jumped pretty high on that one, trying to get a touch on it, but I think it kind of just stuck on the top of the net and came back over.
Hildebrandt, number 10. Overpass and
dug
what
up
a
nicely
great
there.
dig. Steinmeier.
And it's out.
Well, give that point to Steinmeier.
Yeah, so the Spartans keep the ball in play and leads to a hitting error on the Cyclones as they swing that one out of bounds. It's a big point there as they get that lead back up to 4 once again.
Jenna Blythe. That time they're ready for the over in 2. Kirkpatrick goes angle, and she'll find the point for the Spartans.
Yeah, just a smart play by Kirkpatrick. The block was set up nicely, but just sliced it right around there and found the floor.
That one hurts a little bit into the top of the net, and it says, nope, gonna send it back to you. So Jordan Van Wetchel checking in on the IMT insurance substitution.
Now the Spartans are going to want to get a good pass up here, get to, like I said, get to their best play, probably going to come into the middle to get the side out done.
Kirkpatrick tries to go down the line. It's up for grabs. And amazingly enough, it's not Brubaker. Oh, we got a call on it, though. Oh, the coach is out, says, whoa, 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 wait a minute. So we got some drama for you.
So the referees up and down have mics, so they can talk to each other. So that's why nobody's pulling over. So it looks like they are kind of maybe talking it over.
Kind of looks like freeze
and he's
play.
Going to call it he's going to call it a free ball here. So it looks weird on the court here because everyone's just kind of standing there. But the up ref and the down ref are discussing those plays as the play is happening there. And so what they're calling is that he probably should not have blown the whistle. He was thinking that the setter was in the back row, and she was the one that was attacking that one. Now, when it breaks the plane, she's able to go up and tap that. But if she was in the back row, it would be a back row attack. So he blew the whistle too early, thinking it was a back row attack. So we're going to go ahead and replay that play.
So nothing ever happened. We'll just do it again.
That was long.
And that one is long. Yeah, I wasn't going to say it until I looked and saw the flag.
No touch there.
No touch. It is long. Yeah, it just looked like the broadcast was frozen there. Everybody just stopped.
Yeah. And usually most volleyball players, me being a player myself, we usually say the volleyball gods usually take care of the play. So even on a free play, so she must have done the right thing on the Spartan side because they got that next point.
They got it back. Kirkpatrick is going to get him another one. Nobody able to handle that one.
Kirkpatrick's kind of caught fire here in game number 3. She's up to 6, I think maybe even 7 kills here. 8 digs. She's having a nice, fine match here, especially in this game that we're currently in.
Well, the 6-point margin is enough for Denver. They say let's take a timeout. You're watching the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Well, thank you for tuning in. You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament, presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. It is 16-10. It's the Spartans in control of this one, and they need it as they trail 2-0.
Another block in the middle.
Munt was there again. Now they'll set her. And a little soft shot over. And they'll play the middle, do the Cyclones. They say, well, we can play that game as well. And it was Hildebrandt that was in there, I believe.
I think it was Thurm, actually.
It was Thurm,
yeah.
you're right.
It was
Yep,
Thurm,
you're
yep.
right. Thurm that made her way in there. So, and now she'll serve. Down, we touch and down, I believe she decided to call on him. But again, Bailey Mullahan has that one on the deck. Kill number 9, if I can read that correctly. Maybe 9, 10, they put it up. There it is. Well, there's a post
nice job
two.
there. Yeah, Johnson, the setter. Channing Johnson just raised above the net there and is able to just take that one over on 2. She is in the front row, so she's able to take those balls over like that. If she was playing from the back row, she'd have to try to get that set to somebody else, not able to take that one over when she goes above the net.
So it's being in the front row that allows her to go up and get that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, and Ava Munt there realized that she had touched the first ball there and had kind of exposed herself to get it and realized she couldn't touch that second ball.
I'd like to hit this one, but I really can't. So, hey, we're at another timeout on the floor. Let's take it again. You're on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
It is Semifinal Wednesday inside the Extreme Arena, Coralville. As you are watching the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Thanks for following along. We have got the Denver Cyclones and we've got the Grundy Center Spartans. Cyclones are up 2-0, but the Spartans trying to make a run here in this one.
Yeah, they've whittled it down to 2 points. It was a 6-point lead at 10-16. And the Cyclones have worked their way back, just down by 2 now.
Cyclones trying to close it out. Spartans trying to keep it alive, and that will help the cause. How about the one-arm desperation swing?
Yeah, Zajac swung that arm out, and she ended up getting a kill out of that after it got over.
Always good when you get a kill when you're laying on the floor. What a great effort. Brown is in. And a quick whistle there, as that's going to give a
net violation, yeah.
Spartans. Somebody wandered into the net for the Cyclones. So Brown to serve again, and it's a 4-point advantage now, Spartans. Back set all the way across, heel roller. Kirkpatrick, angle, up for grabs, and we've seen that they know what to do with those.
Yeah, Drofsky just raised up, saw the block. It just went off high hands and sent that ball out of bounds. Nice job out of her. As they start to lengthen that lead back up again. I thought they were in trouble here in game number 3, but they've come back nicely.
They have found a little something, and man, she has not missed much, but she missed the back corner that time, did Bailey Mullahan. So 20 on the board here now for the Spartans.
Yeah, the line judge in that far corner, she straddles that corner there, and she got hit by the ball, so that signifies that it's out when it hits her.
Unlike the foul pole that's in play, huh?
Yep.
And there's one hammered off the block and down.
Yeah, all those 50-50 balls that were not going their way in game 1 and game 2 are now going the way of the Spartans. Do I dare say, do they have another 5-setter in them? Because another reverse sweep is going to be in order for them to take this and get into the championships tonight.
Well, Denver will take that one back. And we've talked about how much energy would they have, and they did look a little sluggish in that first one, maybe even the second, but they've come to life here in this one.
Well, they've started to figure some things out. The block has been better. They're getting touches on a lot of the attacks that the Cyclones are sending over, and that's causing some hitting errors on the Cyclone side as they try to make adjustments to get around the block.
Steinmeier saves that one up. Back, libero McEwen on the other side.
A great example is right there. They do call a touch there.
So Bailey Mullahan gets the touch. The ball sailed, but a touch was called. So still a 5-point advantage, though, for the Spartans, and they got to like that little bit of comfort zone. Kirkpatrick, flat-footed, sends it. Quick set, middle. Mullahan, run down. Steinmeier. Deep and too far. And we saw that one the other day when you and I were working together. We talked about that blind back shot.
Yeah, when trying to take that third ball over, when that passer's got that back to the court that she's sending it to, you just lose a little bit of perspective about where the court's at, and lots of times send that ball long.
Well, one soft shot deserves another, so they play it back and forth. And till number one, Trinity Javarski puts a little more on the tap.
Just anytime I think the Cyclones are going to make a run here and get back into this game in game number 3, they whittle away a few points, and then the Spartans come right back, and then a service error is not going to help anything at all.
Kirkpatrick a little too much on it, and it's got to make a little difference that the Spartans are playing for their game life. I mean, they can't give this one up. You know, the Cyclones obviously want it, but they do have a little bit something to play with.
Yeah, I definitely Cyclones want to get out of here with 3 games. So the margin for error is going to be very, very small here as they move towards trying to get to this game number 3 still. But like you said, they do have some opportunities. But with a team that's already won a game 5 just recently, you don't want to even get into any of that possibility.
Well, there's one that's going to go the way of the Cyclones, but to that point, yeah, you can be sure they are very aware of how their opponent got here today.
Yep, absolutely.
Something that was talked about, I'm sure, in length. Across, Kirkpatrick. Nope, that's not Kirkpatrick. That's Blythe.
Yeah, Blythe with a nice ball. Very, very patient as that set was allowed to trail. We're all the way past that block and went off the left edge for a nice tool.
IMT substitution, be worry-free with IMT. Camden Moore, number 9 to serve. 23-19, so Spartans within 2 of picking up a set here. Forcing another one, and now they're 1 point away as it's a Channel Seeds ace that's going to take them to set point.
Yeah, I said that margin of error was very, very small, and it's completely dissipated right now. So
it is gone.
Going to have to take a miracle here to get them back in the game. To rattle off 6 points in a row without getting a side out, it's going to be a tough call.
And it's not going to happen as we've got back-to-back aces. How about that? She comes in off the bench, and Camden Moore serves 2 in a row to close it out. They will head to the locker rooms. It is the Grundy Center Spartans now on the board. It's 2-1 Cyclones. Set number 4 coming up when we come back on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
Here in Greater Des Moines, we're the unexpected sports mecca that feels like home. We are the big ballers, the little kickers, the underdogs, and the bulldogs. We've got events wacky and wild, big and small, we host them all. That old sports cliche, nobody believes in us? Nah, when you come here, you'll believe. Because in Des Moines, only the S's are silent. Let's go!
It's Frank. Frank, Mr. Frank. And just what you did now, I think you're the best ever.
In your neighborhood, there's a place so good. It's so nice to be at a store meant for me. The feeling of family, you have to agree.
Wow, thanks, Fairway Frank.
Welcome to Fairway, your Fairway family.
Something exciting is growing on Iowa farms these days. Innovation. From tractors that seed, weed, and harvest with data-driven precision to drones that scout or plant cover crops to protect soil and water. Even our animals live in smart homes with round-the-clock care. Technology keeps your food safer, water cleaner, and makes us more sustainable. Because what we do here benefits everyone here. Life on the farm makes everyone's life better.
Welcome back. Here with you on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. My name's Rodney Tomlinson. You've met my partner, Austin Oliver. How about the rest of the band today? On camera, Marion Bailey over there, and Gavin Ibsen telling us what to do as our director. A big thank you there. So we're talking the other matches over on the court, Austin.
Yeah, Hinton got an upset there of the number 2 seed Dyke New Hartford, and they'll end their tournament tonight, and Hinton will take their talents to the finals. They've got a really strong hitter, Bovey, that's just a real monster that's going to be a bear, whoever gets them in the finals. She's a very, very talented hitter. She's going to be heading to Iowa State, I believe, one of a bunch of outside hitters that are going to be going there from the state of Iowa next year.
Well, and we talked about it was 2 versus 3, so by the number it was an upset as 3 prevailed, but you were talking about kind of what led to that number.
Well, Dyke New Hartford seeded number 2. Obviously, seeded number 1 is Denver, who we've got right here. Dyke New Hartford's 38-9. It's the number 2 seed. But Dyke just goes everywhere and will play anybody. They'll play 5A Centennial. They'll play Ankeny. They'll play anyone from 5A, 4A, 3A, and 2A. They don't care. They'll play everybody. So that record is a little bit skewed on just from the level of talent that they play. Hinton coming in 28-2. They're from up in northwest Iowa. Don't get an opportunity to play some of them, maybe some of those teams that Dyke New Hartford would. So it could have been a flip-flop very easily. So I don't know if it's necessarily an upset, but Hinton punches their tickets to the finals.
Dyke New Hartford says, you got some for the other side? Let's play.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We're back underway on our court, 2-1. It is the Cyclones trying to finish off. Spartans trying to force a 5th and tiebreaker set. This is the first point. Brubaker in the middle. Got to go back to that left side over there. Murch getting involved right away. Dump and unable to keep it off the floor. So there's point number 1 going the Spartans' way.
Yeah, I think the conversation that the Cyclones had to have in the intermission between game 3 and 4 was you just don't want to get any momentum to the Spartans. Obviously, they take game 3, and just as of last night, they're used to playing a game number 5, so they've been in this exact same position yesterday, so they're going to be ready to understand exactly what they have to do to be able to get this win.
Miley Thurm gets it back for the Cyclones. Good hard serve, driving toward the back line. That was Blythe there in the left corner, but that one's going to get down between them, so point will go the way of the Cyclones.
Yeah, and I misspoke. Boovie, the big hitter for the Hinton Blackhawks I was just talking about, she's going to Creighton. She was playing against a gal from Regina, and the Regina big hitter's going to Iowa State.
Well, there is an ace. Madeline Hildebrand puts it on the board, and proud sponsor of our aces is Channel Seed. Find your local dealer at channelseed.com. Blythe near corner there for the Spartans, and kind of a strange play, but that one found its way back over.
Well, the motion to the middle draws all the attention. They look like they were going to be running that quick that they've run several different times over the course of the match, and instead of sending that quick, she just pops it right over the shoulder, and that outside blocker has already moved in to try to help with the quick, and nobody was there.
Everybody just standing as it came back over. That one into the block and unable to dig it out of the net. Brubaker. So that's another point the way of the Cyclones, and they're not going to waste any time. Grundy Center says, nope, let's stop this right now. So they're going to take a break. We'll take it as well. You're on the Girls Union Network. We're powered by Mid-American Energy.
Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You are watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Rodney Tomlinson, Austin Oliver, and this one couldn't start much better for the Cyclones.
Nope. On the flip side, it couldn't start much worse for the Spartans. So that's the tale of the two sides of the coin here. One's good, one's bad.
Yeah, I was going with a positive
yeah.
on that side, but you're right. And right back, the rejection goes straight to the floor, and that is Miley Thurm.
Yeah, Thurm's been a force there in the middle. Whether she's blocking, hitting, she's drawing blockers to her, letting her setter be able to tip them over on a kill.
See, you say her name right, she just plays so much
there
better.
You go.
I'm glad she got the correction. We always want to get that right. So I told her I appreciated that we were able to do that. So, well, there's one into the net, and we're going to the Spartans. Big swing, bigger block. It is Brubaker standing there waiting on it.
I think Koch actually got that.
She was there too, yeah.
They settled in there, and I think from the reaction of the players, looks like Koch got that one. Put it right back over the net.
We'll give it to him on the Spartan block party. Overpass, and nope, that one's going to be ruled out of play on the antenna, so here come the Spartans. 6-4.
We didn't get them, but we're fine. Yeah, they were
a must-win situation for Grundy Center. Denver's going to get that one back to their side on the side out. Serving for the Cyclones on the IMT substitution, Lexi Benham.
Yep, it was in.
We have seen the Spartans know what to do with that, just proving that they do are the Cyclones.
Thurm just destroyed that one.
I have to get a new volleyball. That one I think has seen its day.
Another overpass by the Spartans.
How about that for a midair correction?
Yeah, it was a great adjustment by Moulahan as that set was very, very tight, and she just finagled her wrist a little bit just to be able to flick that off the edge of the block. Very nice out of her.
That was a very talented play. Tried the over in two this time. Spartans are ready, and it'll be Ryan Brubaker that sends it back. She gets so many of those tips being so tall there that a lot of hers don't come with a big thump on them, but she's just up there to direct them.
Ooh, nice block again. I think Brubaker got that one this time.
Yep. She was standing there, the arms were up, and sent it right back where it came from.
Would be very surprised if we don't see Houlihan go down the line on this next attack that she gets an opportunity to take. Let's see what she does with it.
Good call.
Yeah, right down the line.
Just like you've done this before.
Yeah. Oh, Brubaker. Yeah, nice choice there. Could have taken a swing at it, but instead took both of her hands and just pushed that over to the right side. Nobody there for the defense for the Cyclones at all. Gets the point.
Just redirected it, and they put another one on the board. I feel a timeout in the future for the Cyclones. Well, we'll find out because there's Brubaker with it. And indeed, there is the timeout. Jamie Johnson has seen enough. She wants to talk it over, so we'll give them the opportunity. You're on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Come on back.
Mid-American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Well, that timeout taken by the Cyclones as they saw their lead shrink down to just one, Austin.
You got to give it to the Spartans. They are not going away. They, like I said, they did this again last night, did the same exact thing. But I'm thinking that the Cyclones team is just maybe a little bit more experienced, and we see a little bit there as Hilda, who was that? We got Mullahan, yeah, put that one away.
Mullahan drove it down the line just like you were calling for last time. McEwen back to serve. Yeah, I'm not sure that the Spartan fans are ready for another one today. They're still recovering from last night.
I think you're exactly right. It was a heart stopper last night.
Nice scramble, still get it set. But the block is there to send it back. And at 6'8", it's hard to get down to the floor to dig that one off.
Yeah, two players just kind of collided there. Hope everybody's okay. I think that they look like they are. But Brubaker and I think that's Cock ran into each other there.
Free ball coming. We'll see what they do with it. Back set. Don't really do a lot having that much opportunity. Said they're going to give it to the Cyclones. Brubaker's at the net, and she'll send it to the other side. Actually, the net keeps it on the other side, says the up official.
Yep. There's a 4 hits there. Mullahan just caught the top of the tape.
Mullahan, give her another one. Number 12, Bailey Mullahan. Leading the way with kills she does on the season. She's got 14 up on the board here so far this evening. Channing Johnson. Nice job to go down and get that one from the Spartans, but they can't keep it in play.
That was a touch. Got a touch there.
They are getting the touch, though, so... Credit Kirkpatrick there, Charlie Kirkpatrick, the 5'9" freshman.
Yeah, line judge Jake Grassley called the touch.
Quick set kill right in the middle. Grace Mullahan. Grace with kill number 10 up on the board, so trailing sister by 4.
Yeah, Channing Johnson, the setter for the Cyclones, up to 38 assists. It's a big number.
And we've got an ace coming in. Number 6, Briley Ackerson checks in and gets the ace, brought to you by Channel Seeds. Just skims that one over. There's Munt in the middle. Gonna come this side all the way over. Kirkpatrick goes to the angle. They've got that one covered for her. They've seen that. Free ball coming. Can the Spartans use it? Back set kill. McEwen. Great one-hand dig. Back to Kirkpatrick. Another free ball here. Plenty of opportunities in this point for the Spartans. And it's going to be the Cyclones that get it.
Yeah, two players had kind of gone to the same spot to get it. One of them got a high touch on it. The other one was going low and just not able to change direction to get back underneath that ball. So the Cyclones get the side out.
Very, very important here at 15-10. Make it 16-10 unless we got a touch.
Yeah, got a touch.
I was just saying, unless they got the touch, and they did. So that is a huge break for the Spartans, as they don't want to see that gap open up any more than 5.
Yeah, there's no way that they're going to be able to come back if it got up too much here.
They are playing the number 1 team, so that has a little something to do with it.
touch there as these Cyclones get the sight out there.
Another IMT substitution. You can be worry-free with IMT, IMTINS.com. Brahman. Well, she kept it out of the net, but they couldn't do anything else with it.
Might be an opportunity for Coach Willis to take her last time out here, but she's going to hold on to it.
Can't hold it much longer. One more point at least. See if the team can get it for her. Oh, there's a back shot that actually worked. And there's going to be the point. Number 18, Jenna Blythe gets it.
So Coach Willis trusts her team a little bit more than what we thought she did, but she got that side out right when she needed it. So good choice by her to keep that timeout in her pocket.
Thank you, ladies. That saves that one for us. Timing just off a little, that ball too much out in front of her.
Yeah, just a little hitting error there. But the Spartans will say, well, let's take that and keep running with it.
More to serve. Spartans trail by 4. They have to have this set to keep their season alive.
Another block. Brubaker in with the block.
Well, you know, it is November. That one was stuffed like a Thanksgiving turkey, gotta say.
Right down. Beautiful block.
Brubaker all over that one. More again. Going out to Murch. And there's another power poke out of Brubaker.
Yeah, just the set just popped that up just enough, and she reached up, saw the block, touched the block, and just pushed it right off the edge of it.
Well, Grundy Center fans, don't look now. Here come your Spartans. Get out the oxygen.
Jeez, here we go.
Another one for him.
Yep. And a timeout for Coach Johnson.
Blythe provides the power. And a timeout, Denver. We have it down to 1, 17-16. It's time for another break here on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy.
American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Rodney Tomlinson, Austin Oliver with you here, Extreme Arena, the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Semifinals. What do you have on the sheet for us there?
Well, I was just going to go over, we probably have some viewers kind of coming in, trying to figure out what game's on here. But we got St. Ansgar and Dunkerton's going to be coming up after this one. We got North Tama and Janesville over on the other court. They're about 3 minutes away from getting started. And the Grundy Center run just keeps going.
Just what you want out of the timeout. If you're the Spartan, didn't slow them down. Not only do they get the point, they get an ace.
It is tied up. It's going to be crazy if the Spartans can get this game and get into a fifth set.
Well, you got to know if they get fifth set, that Cinderella slipper starting to look good.
Out. No touch.
They have a lead.
You got to be kidding me.
Wow.
Yeah, being down 5 and 6 points several times here in game number 4, I just kind of thought that might have been an end to this, like you said, a Cinderella run for Grundy Center, but they aren't done yet.
It has not struck midnight just yet. Oh, the tape is on the Cyclone side. My goodness, off the top of the tape and falls straight down. That's a tough one for a Spartans
Well,
fan.
very easily, I thought could have been called a throw there as well, as it kind of stuck on the setter's hand as she
didn't come off clean.
Yeah, tossed that one over.
Well, Hildebrandt to serve. So now can the Spartans get it right back? Brubaker there, right into her block. That time they get it right through the block.
Yeah, it was a nice shot.
That one split the uprights.
Yeah, close ball, but did score. But the Spartans just got to settle down right here. They're only down by one. Rally scoring. Things change very, very quickly. Just need to get a side out here, stick in the match.
They have fought their way back in this. Just stay in it. And that one just, the set was off too close and into the antenna. I say it is time for a timeout right there. Perfectly called. 20-18, a 2-point advantage. Momentum's changing. Great time to try to stop it. So this is the Girls Union Network powered by Mid-American Energy. Come back for the conclusion of this set number 4.
American Energy, we're one company serving 1.6 million people who all need energy that's available 24/7. That's why we work 24/7. That's why we make investments in our systems that make us more resilient to extreme weather. That's why we generate power from all available resources to cover the variables in supply and demand. And that's why when the power is knocked out, we work around the clock to restore power to you. Mid-American Energy, obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
You're watching the Iowa Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Iowa Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Welcome inside Extreme Arena. Austin Oliver, Rodney Tomlinson, and where the momentum was all for the Spartans, it is flipped. It's back with the Cyclones.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do. And then they got an ace right out of the timeout.
Well, a Channel Seeds ace. Another one for the Cyclones as they push out to a 3-point advantage.
Up ref has some message for the captain for the Spartans. I don't know what he told her there, but...
Well, it's 21-18. Boy, they'll take that one.
Yeah.
A gift point, and the Spartans say thank you. Stops the run, gets him the serve, gets him a point, and Lauren Zajac, it gets him their ace leader behind the line. Right time, right place, we'll find out. There's the block that's been so big lately here for the Spartans. And now a free ball coming. Across Brubaker they go.
They get it.
Instead, they come all the way to Jenna Blythe.
The setter's done a nice job of using Brubaker as a decoy and going to the outside. I kind of expect if they get another free ball, it's going to be going to Brubaker, or Brubaker's going to have an opportunity to really rip on one here. We'll see what happens.
How high did she have to set that one to get it across Brubaker?
Exactly.
That one dug up, kept in play. McEwen going to set it over that way. Quick set middle, swatted at, kept alive. Now Cyclones turn, Murch. She'll hit the angle and hit the floor. She just split it right up where nobody was.
Yeah, that block was up and it got set up very nicely, but Murch had a good beat on it, is able to just swing right around it.
So Lexi Benham serves. Her team 3 points away from punching their ticket to the finals. Mullahan.
Oh,
pancake.
Pancaked it.
Pancake, oh my goodness. Can't get it that time. So one great pancake, but not a second.
Yeah, it looked odd just because she didn't go down to the floor to her chest. She just kind of put her hand down and got it to bounce right off of her hand to keep the ball in play.
She snuck it under there, but it's 23-20. Almost a desperation point here now for the Spartans. And who else do you want to go to? Brubaker dishes it up. And again, just that big, powerful swat.
Yeah.
Doesn't really take a swing.
No, just a redirection, and then, I mean, that's all she has to do. It's just going to get on them so quick. Killer.
Oh. Of all times to have that one come out. Well, Austin, here we are. We're match point in favor of the Cyclones, 24-21. Al McEwen, that was a dangerous one to let go.
Yeah, the confidence of Van Weckel to let that one go. She watched it and had a good beat on it and made the right decision.
Well, Steinmeier now. Off the fingertips, played up, opportunity here. Well, put the opportunity on the other side. That one back off the net.
Huge
the block again. Ava Munt, yes.
Ava Munt, wow.
That's as solid as you get a block.
Now we're going to look for Ava Munt set that block up. Actually was set up on that angle. Is she going to come back to? They're going to come back to her and let her go down the line. They're not even going to get an opportunity.
It's an ace.
It's tied up. 24s. You got to be kidding me.
There are Spartan fans keeling over in their seats. 24-24. They can't take 2 days of this. Well, if you can't get it out of the way, you can't play it right down the middle. Grace Mullahan, and we go to match point once again for the Cyclones. Johnson. A free opportunity. And that's going to do it. One free chance too many, and it is the Denver Cyclones that punched their ticket. But Austin, how about that effort out of the Spartans?
Unbelievable. That took it right down. 26-24 in game number 4. Would have been a crazy inning if they would have got to that game 5. But the Cyclones prevailed and deserved that ticket punched to the state championship, where they're going to take on Hinton. That'll be tomorrow at 4:45 for that 2A state championship.
Oh my goodness, what a battle that was, and the Spartans coming all the way back to make it a run at the end when it didn't look like it was going to be. So we're celebrating down there on the court, but it is time. Let's send it down to our PA announcer for our award presentations.
In addition to receiving their team trophy, each participating player will receive a medal and commemorative volleyball provided by the Iowa Farm Bureau, proud title sponsor of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Presenting awards from the IGHSAU, our Executive Director, Aaron Gerlich, and Volleyball Administrator, Ben Van Wyk. Congratulations to Head Coach Lori Willis and the Grundy Center Spartans on an outstanding 2025 volleyball season. And now we'd like to recognize the Quick Star star of the game, Bailey Mullahan. She earns the honor of advancing her team on the bracket. Congratulations. And thanks to Quick Star for their support of the IGHSAU.
What a great match we saw here. And in the Battle of the Sisters we talked about, no big surprise. Bailey Mullahan gets to advance her team on the bracket. She edged her sister by 3 kills.
Yeah, great match out of the Cyclones there. Johnson ended up with 43 assists. Just a gaudy number there for her. Great job out of the Cyclones, but it was a game opponent for the Spartans there to almost get that one to the 5th game. It would have been really fun to be able to see that, but Cyclones punched that ticket like we said.
Well, folks, that is going to do it for that semifinal. Stay tuned, another one coming up. But on behalf of our very talented crew, Marion Bailey and Gavin Ibsen, my partner, Austin Oliver, Rodney Tomlinson, saying thanks for tuning in for the coverage of the 2025 Girls State Volleyball Tournament presented by Farm Bureau on the Girls Union Network, powered by Mid-American Energy. Until next time, GOOD, NIGHT. Good night.